Hello, my name is Shane Baumgartner. I am treasurer for the Danbury Local Schools, and it is my pleasure to kick off the recognition of the accountability segment for the district's core values. I'd like to take a few moments to speak on personal accountability and some traits accountable people share. When you're personally accountable, you take ownership of the situations that you're involved in. You see them through and you take responsibility for what happens, good or bad. You don't blame others if things go wrong. Instead, you do your best to make things right. Accountability doesn't mean punishment. Accountability is a willingness to accept responsibility for our own actions. Accountable people take responsibility. They willingly take on responsibilities and actively manage it so it gets done. They make sure that once the initiative has their name on it, no one else need worry about its completion. Accountable people don't make excuses. They don't throw others under the bus for their own missteps or inaction. They also don't excuse themselves based on outside influences. Accountable people are on time. They understand that every project has a time value and that punctuality serves a purpose. Part of what makes them trustworthy is their efficiency and dependability not to waste a minute of other people's time or their own. Accountable people control their own fate. Proper planning with a positive attitude can overcome nearly any obstruction. They do not wait to be checked or monitored by others, but they work proactively and diligently to finish the job. Accountable people own their own feelings. They know that negative emotions can derail productivity. They stay in control of their feelings and they don't let a bad day or emotional colleague get in the way of accomplishing what needs to be done. Accountable people manage expectations. They are clear about what needs to be done and when. They think carefully and realistically about a project and give you an answer you can rely on. When something gets in the way, they assess it, resolve it, and communicate proactively to make sure everyone is on board with the adjusted result. Accountable people collaborate. They are great at using the resources around them. They make the most of each available body by engaging, inspiring, and empowering them to add positively to the result. Accountable people don't expect praise. They get their satisfaction through delivering a quality product on time with a team that feels great about the accomplishment. Any additional praise is just an added bonus to a job well done. With that, I would like to personally congratulate the accountability awardees. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Joe Fetzer, and I have taught here at Danbury High School for the last 32 years. In that time, I've gotten to know today's community recipient of the Core Value Award for Accountability. The community member being honored today is Mr. John Starcher. Our students may not think they know Mr. Starcher, but you have probably heard his voice. He is the PA announcer for all of Danbury's home football games and basketball games. John is the voice of the Lakers. Mr. Starcher also serves as the president pro tem of the Marblehead Village Council, owns the Village Hardware in Marblehead that employs many people, and has received our school's highest honor. He was inducted into the Danbury Distinguished Alumni Hall of Fame. While Mr. Starcher exhibits all 6 of our core values, the one that he demonstrates on a daily basis, and that all successful people demonstrate, is accountability. But what is accountability? Accountability occurs when individuals reliably deliver on their commitments, showing others they can be trusted to do what they say they will do. Leaders demonstrate accountability by taking responsibility for the outcomes of their actions and decisions, and successfully transforming effort into results. To me, that sounds like a good description of Mr. Starcher. He takes responsibility, doesn't make excuses, is on time, controls his own fate, and doesn't expect praise for doing what is right. Mr. Starcher holds them around him accountable, but more importantly, he holds himself accountable. He accepts responsibilities for things that go wrong and doesn't point a finger at others. How can one learn from mistakes if one doesn't take responsibility for them? Accountability is the glue that connects the commitment to the result. John Starcher is a man of his word. He is reliable, responsible, and gives a total effort to any project that he is involved with. He is committed to helping make our school and community a better place. Mr. Starcher has always been a strong supporter of Danbury athletics, as well as our arts and academic programs. For these reasons and many more, it is a tremendous honor for me today to present the Community Award for Accountability to Mr. John Starcher. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's an honor for me to have the opportunity to present the Core Value Accountability Award to a staff member today. The definition of accountability is owning and accepting responsibility through reliable and consistent daily effort. If you are someone who emulates accountability, you inherently demonstrate the following qualities. You take responsibility for your actions. You don't make excuses. You're on time and punctual for all events. You control your own fate. You manage expectations. You collaborate well with others, and you don't expect to be praised when you do all of these things. When you think of the word accountability, Mrs. Beth Hubens' name immediately comes to mind. She is a hardworking, dedicated, and thoughtful individual who exemplifies accountability at all times. When she was a high school student athlete at Sandusky St. Mary's, she was accountable to her studies and the sports that she played. As a student, she was ranked in the top 10 of her graduating class. She was a National Honor Society member and a member of the Key Club. As a three-sport athlete who earned 10 varsity letters during her high school career, Mrs. Hubens also earned all SBC honors in 3 different sports: volleyball, basketball, and track. Mrs. Hubens was a 3-time state champion in the discus in 1995, 1996, and 1997, and was also a state champion in the shot put in 1996. In addition to her state track championships, she also won 6 SBC championships, 6 district championships, and 6 regional championships during her high school career. When Mrs. Hubens accepted her track and field scholarship from Kent State University after high school, she continued to show accountability both in the classroom and on the track. She earned 4 varsity letters in track, was named the Athlete of the Year for the Kent State Women's Outdoor Track and Field team, was the Mid-American Conference champion in both the discus and the hammer toss, and helped her team win a Mid-American Conference track championship. In addition to her stellar athletic achievements, she was a Mid-American Conference All-Academic Selection 3 times during her college career. She was also recently inducted into the Ohio Association of Track and Cross Country Coaches Hall of Fame for her amazing track and field accomplishments just 2 years ago. As a teacher in the Danbury Local School District, Mrs. Hubens is accountable to every class she teaches and every student she encounters and every colleague she collaborates with. She wears many hats throughout the course of her school day. Mrs. Hubens is a dynamic physical education teacher who prides herself on creating lesson plans that engage all of her students. She is also a really tremendous holiday decorator. The winter wonderland that she creates every year for her elementary students is second to none. When Mrs. Hubens is not spreading the joy of PE class, she is teaming up with elementary teachers and helping them to incorporate technology into their classrooms. The technology integration and coaching she does on a daily basis is a great help to our elementary staff and only enhances the technology abilities of our students. One of the many people who nominated Mrs. Hubens for this accountability award had the following things to say about her. Mrs. Hubens is not only a physical education teacher, but someone who loves and supports technology within our school. She is a very creative and dynamic teacher and is willing to help anyone in their pursuit to learn new things. She takes the time out of her day to support our staff in ways that we thought were unimaginable, especially during this global pandemic. Our students absolutely enjoy her technology classes and are learning new ways to use their Chromebook from her. When you ask her a technology question, she either knows the answer or will find the answer for you. Mrs. Hubbins' leadership in technology is one that we all need to follow. She is very giving of her time, she is very patient and understanding, and does a great deal to help broaden all of our technology skills. Mrs. Hubbins shows us all at Danbury how to be accountable for our actions on a daily basis. With all this being said, it is a pleasure for me to award Mrs. Beth Hubbins with the Staff Accountability Award. Congratulations, Mrs. Hubbins. Job well done.
Good afternoon, Lakers. Today I have the pleasure of recognizing third grader Liam Griffith for representing the core value of accountability. Liam was nominated for accountability by several classmates. Here is one of those classmates of Liam's, Addison Diallo, as she wants to share why Liam is a great representative for accountability.
I nominate Liam Griffith because he is approachable and he is responsible for his actions. And he shows all of the core values: leadership, accountability, kindness, excellence, relationships, and service. And he is respectful and he puts other people's needs before his own needs. And he is always there to help someone in need. And he is always there for you no matter what the cost is for a friend or a family member. So this is why I choose Liam Griffith for the Accountability Award.
Thank you, Addison, for making that video for Liam and for the entire school to see why Liam is a great choice for accountability. As you just heard, Liam is a perfect fit to be recognized for accountability because he uses his passion for kindness to help others and his love of learning to better our school community. The goal with highlighting our core values for these assemblies, whether it be online or back in our gym like we used to do, is simple. It's great to recognize students, staff, and community members as best examples, to congratulate that person, but also teach everyone, model for everyone, and highlight our core values in and outside our school. Therefore, please help me in recognizing our model student in the elementary for accountability, Liam Griffith.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor to stand up here today and present the Middle School Accountability Award to Mr. Park Wilhite. When we think of a student who is accountable, we cannot help but think of Park. He is kind, helpful, polite, smart, listens well, and works extremely hard to set and achieve his goals. However, his accountability for his work and actions are what make him the success he is. As a teacher, we know that Park can be counted on to know exactly what the lesson or assignment the day before was, have his work complete for the current day, and be ready to start class minutes before the bell even rings. He will also reach out and ask questions whenever he may need. Park may be one of the most responsible 8th grade students we have ever had the honor of teaching. I now have the pleasure of introducing Anna Borgio, a close friend of Park.
Park Wilhite is the smartest, most on-time, organized person I know. He is the human definition of accountability. Fortunately for me, he is also my best friend, the person I would go to for anything and everything, my rock. It is hard to not know Park and love him. He is like a big brother to me. He is someone that I really strive to be like, an inspiration and a role model all in one person. Park has been a straight-A student for about as long as I can remember. He has inspired me to work harder. Park has worked so hard to get where he is today, and he deserves to be recognized for everything that he has accomplished. Park has had personal issues and struggles, but he still manages to stay on top of his academics and push through the year. This year has been a challenge for me. Park is my person. He is the one that gets me through the school year in one piece. This year, he is an Option 2 student, so I do not get to interact as much with him here at school. However, it doesn't matter if Park isn't in school with me. He still finds a way to make the school year as enjoyable as possible. He is not only accountable in academics, but in social situations as well. He makes sure to check in on his close friends every chance he gets, and he makes sure to keep those bonds strong. I know Park is accountable to himself, but I'm sure that he is aware of how much he keeps others accountable as well. He is a person that sets the standards so high that others strive to be like him. He deserves an award to show him all the greatness that he has done. Park deserves so much appreciation and recognition for all that he has done. He works so hard at everything, and I believe that this award was made for him. Park qualifies for every letter in the Lakers' core values. I have been trying for so many years to show Park that he truly makes an impact on so many people. It has been so hard for me to make him see how amazing he is and how much he has done for me and many others. Because of this, I am so happy that I am able to represent Park as the Laker Award winner of Letter A, Accountability. To finish off the middle school accountability speech, I have the pleasure of introducing the 7th and 8th grade math teacher, Mrs. Bassetti.
As Anna stated, Park is an Option 2 student this year. He's extremely successful in this format, which isn't always easy for a middle school student. We think it's due to his accountableness. He is never afraid to ask questions or ask for help. And if truth be told, I feel like I'm probably the one asking Park questions a lot of the times. Like, hey, I'm a little bit older. Park, did we remember to do that yesterday? Where are we at? You know what? Park always knows the answer. I'm so blessed to have him. We believe that he is incredibly mature beyond his years. He's so impressive, and at the end of the day, he is hardest on himself. He works for internal gratification and not external rewards. John Lemmy has a quote that I feel summarizes our thoughts on Park the most. Accountability separates the wishers in life from the action takers that care enough about their future to account for their daily actions. We are so excited to watch Park's future. It's sure to be amazing.
The Danbury core value of accountability is defined as owning and accepting responsibility. It means being reliable, responsible, and consistent in what you do and say. It also involves honesty and personal integrity. It's someone who does the right thing when nobody's looking and when there's no spotlight to shine. They are the unsung heroes of our daily lives, the ones who give it their all, even when they don't feel like it, and even when they're having a bad day, week, or month. They just keep going, keep giving it their all, and keep making a difference. When I had the opportunity to nominate a high school student for this year's Accountability Award, the very first person I thought of was Izzy Biebrick. Izzy is a continual amazement to me. She excels in her classes, and she is a natural leader. She always does her best, and she consistently treats people with dignity and respect regardless of how her day is going. Her peers notice this too. For instance, Izzy is head quartermaster in the band, which is an elected position. She is also a section leader and a member of the band's executive council. Additionally, Izzy is the team captain of Academic Challenge. According to her team advisor, she is a major asset. She said this because Izzy regularly volunteers for team responsibilities like helping to organize practices, gather information for categories, and come up with ideas to help her fellow participants to improve their skills. I can think of no one more worthy of the Accountability Award than Izzy Biebrick.